Hey everyone, Conor Caneen, Irishman Speaks, just out walking the land again. And we have another member of our faculty for Speaker Academy, the Illinois chapter of National Speakers Association. And rather than me introducing her, I'm going to ask, who the heck is Valda Ford?
Well, that could take a few weeks to really answer in depth, but since you're not my therapist, I'll try to stick to something pretty simple. Who am I? I am a woman born at a time where women weren't supposed to do much, so I've had the opportunity to learn how to be put in the corner a little bit, and that's what diversity, equity, and inclusion is all about. How we think about people, what we want to know about them. But who am I? I am a registered nurse, a public health expert. I've had the opportunity to work in nearly 60 countries where I have the good fortune to be involved with making people's lives better, whether it's health, communication, or building community.
Right. I know your bio, and I know you from a few years now because you were kind enough to speak at our chapter a couple of years ago as well. And I know you through Toastmasters also, but you really have a powerful bio and you do a great amount of work, Valda, helping people less well off. Now, you're going to be presenting on DEI and diversity at our class. Rather than asking you what people are going to learn, and maybe I'll phrase it slightly differently. As speakers and as professionals who get in front of people, why is it important that we as speakers appreciate DEI and diversity?
The whole point of diversity, equity, and inclusion should be that we have opened up our minds to the possibilities that what we say can either lift the world or slam them down on their faces. So, what do we want to do? We want to make sure that when we're speaking, we're thinking about those things that are important, those things that are positive, not shy away from those things that may be controversial or politicized. But when we're really involved with diversity, equity, and inclusion, we look at diversity, which means variety, equity, which means not equality, because if we're equal, it means that each one of us has the same opportunity to do things. And in reality, some people need equity, which means they get what they need in order to achieve, have, and live the good life that the rest of us are living. So inclusion, of course, means if you've ever been the last person picked for the baseball team or to play cards or to be in the girls group, you know that when you are excluded, it's very painful. We want to develop a world and we want to be the people speaking from the platform. So we lift people up, we give them what they need to feel included and to live a better life, and we include them in the way they need to be included.
Right. And I know that from the previous presentation that you did, you provide such solid, good, down-to-earth content for our candidates and for our students. And the great thing this time is that we're going to allow a lot of time for Q&A, so people can ask particular questions, concerns that they might have, so they don't get themselves into trouble, which can happen with this whole DEI and diversity. So Valda Ford, thanks a million for joining us for this brief little session here. We're looking forward to you speaking at Speaker Academy for the Illinois chapter in the forthcoming weeks. Stay well, Valda. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thanks.